Okay, today you are going to learn about product of two vectors. Product is multiplication of two vectors. Like last time you had seen, when two vectors are added, the resultant will be a vector, and that resultant is determined by law of triangle or law of parallelogram. Similarly, when two vectors are subtracted, the resultant will be a vector, and for that also we have to follow the law of triangle or law of parallelogram. But product is multiplication. So multiplication of two vectors may result in a scalar, and also it may result in a vector quantity. So there are two possibilities here. So when we multiply two vectors so that the answer is scalar, then such a product is called scalar or the dot product. That means when the product of two vectors results in a scalar, then the product is called scalar or dot product. And how do we measure the dot product between the two vectors? It is measured by this formula: A dot B equal to AB cos theta, where A is the magnitude of vector A, B is the magnitude of vector B, and theta is the angle between the two vectors. You have to write in terms of cosine, cos theta, AB cos theta. And this is called scalar product. What are the examples we have for a scalar product? There are many examples, but two common examples we have are work, power. They are the example of scalar or dot product. Like in class 10 you used to learn, when the force and displacement you have angle theta, then how do we measure the work? Work is measured by the formula Fs cos theta. So instead of writing Fs cos theta, we can write F dot S. How to find power? Power formula, we had another formula. Power is equal to force into velocity. So if there is an angle there, so we will be writing F into V cos theta. So cos theta, that means it will measure in terms of cos theta, we will be writing here dot. So these are the two cases for scalar product, two examples. Work is equal to F dot S, power is equal to F dot V. Similarly, what is vector product? When the product of two vectors results in another vector, then such a product is called vector or cross product, and we write that is A cross B, cross and B keyboard here, cross, A cross B. And A cross B formula will be writing with sign out here, not with cos but sign. So AB sin theta. What is the meaning of A? Without arrow, that means A is the magnitude of vector A, B is the magnitude of vector B, and theta is the angle between the two vectors, but it has to be measured in terms of sine, not in terms of cos. And since the answer is going to be vector, so that's why we multiply, because this answer is coming only in the form of magnitude. So we'll be giving a direction by writing n cap. This is called, on top we'll be writing like this, n, on top we write this. This symbol we read as cap or hat. We can call it n cap or n hat. That means they represent unit vector. Unit vectors are those vectors whose magnitude is 1. It is only used to express the magnitude in terms of vector. So it assigns direction to this magnitude, so AB sin theta. What is the direction of this? What direction does it act? It acts n cap is equal to unit vectors perpendicular to both A and B. What example we have in our daily life? Torque, Lorentz force, etc. Torque will be writing like this: R cross A. What is R? R is the distance of the point of action of force from the point of rotation. So R, the cross mark will give over here, and because torque itself is a vector quantity, it has got direction. Torque will be perpendicular to both R and F. Direction of torque will be perpendicular to both. There are many other examples which you learn in higher classes. Another example is Lorentz force. Just to know, no need to express it, just to have an idea about it only. So these are the two types of product of vectors. Okay, now you learn about unit vectors in coordinate planes. In coordinate planes, we have three types of unit vectors: I, J, K. We read I cap, J cap, K cap. What are unit vectors? Unit vectors are those vectors whose magnitude is 1. Why they are used? They are used to give a direction to the magnitude. If only magnitude is known, it assigns direction to it. Like for example, we are having a vector A, or point A with the coordinate 5, 12. You know, in class 10 and all, we used to learn 5. What does 5 mean? 5 means the x coordinate, and 12 means the y coordinate. This will be along the x axis, and this will be along the y axis. So vectors, unit vectors in the x axis is denoted by I, y axis is denoted by J, and the z axis in the three-dimensional plane, like 3 dimensional, where there is a depth also, So there it is denoted by k. So this thing in vector form, how do we write? We will be writing vector A equal to 5i plus 12j, because there is sign is plus, or we will be writing plus 12j. And how can we draw diagram for this? Diagram of this, if it is written 5i plus 12j, how can we draw the diagram? The diagram will be drawing like this. I, that is x-axis is like this, y-axis is like this, and z-axis will be like this. Plus 5i, that is plus will be coming this side. 5i will be writing a 5 unit this side. 12j means this way you can draw. Here only if you want you can draw here. This is 12j means along the y-axis, this is x, this is y. Along the y-axis the distance is 12. If you have to find resultant, where is the resultant of these two vectors? For that we will be drawing a triangle. So triangle is like this. This is 5, this is 12. This is the resultant. The resultant is given by A. So here we can denote by A. And how to find the magnitude of A then? The magnitude of A will come by Pythagoras theorem. 5 square plus 12 square. Therefore, the value of A will come 13 units. 13 units. Then we see vector A is 5i plus 12j. The unit will be coming. The magnitude of this vector A will come, that is resultant of these two will together, the single magnitude will come 13 units using Pythagoras. Same way out here, 3i plus 4j, how to draw a diagram for this? 3i represents this side, 3 unit, plus 4j will be here, minus 4j will be down, minus 3i will come this side. Similarly, like you will be following the graphical diagram, and accordingly 4j will come over here, this is 4 unit. Where is the resultant? Resultant will come. This is 4, this is 4. Make a triangle like this and use Pythagoras theorem. This is B. Therefore, B value will come like this 3 square plus 4 square. That means you have to use Pythagoras theorem. The value of B will come 5 units. This way. Same way, how to draw the diagram for the vector C, I mean the point C or the vector C 3i minus 4j. For this, we will be drawing like this 3i is this side. 3 unit minus 4j, so minus 4j will come down, then this will come 4. That means you have to draw a triangle out here like this. These two will be same. From here you are starting like this will be going like this. This will be 4, this is 4, this will be 4. Use Pythagoras theorem. Then C value will come, C square will come like this 3 square plus, this is 4 only, or if you want you can add minus 4 square. The value of C will come 5 units. This way you can find the magnitude of the vector C. So this will tell you the direction. I means along the x-axis, J means along the y-axis. If it is K, so along the z-axis. So this is how we take the unit vectors and we find their magnitudes. Now for the sake of simplicity and simple problems, we can do like this. Suppose vector A is given like this 2i minus 3j plus 4k is given. How to find the magnitude of vector A? Magnitude of vector A we can either write like this or we can add this way. Is the same thing. How to find the value of this? We do directly like this. Root this square, this square, this square will do. 2 square plus minus 3 square will do. Here we are getting 4 square. And now we are finding the answer. 2 square will come 4, this is coming 9, this is coming 16. Root 29 is the answer coming. Root 29 units. Take this as homework. Homework number 1. Given A equal to 4i minus j minus k, find A. Given A equal to 3i plus 4j minus k, find A. These two questions you can try. Simple only. So you have to do root of this square, this square, this square. You will get the value of the magnitude of that vector. Now you see the properties of scalar products. Important properties. There are 3 of them. First one is A dot B will be equal to B dot A. AB equal to B dot A. And the logic is like this. How to prove A dot B formula will be writing in AB cos theta. This is the value of LHS. RHS will be writing like this. BA cos, when you reverse the order, the angle will be minus now. cos minus theta. But in trigonometry, right here BA cos minus theta is same as cos theta. In cos minus m become plus. So answer remains BA cos theta. So you can compare LHS and RHS. Are they equal? So they are equal. That means A dot B and B dot A will be equal. Now second property of dot product is like this. A dot A will be equal to A square. And the logic is that let us take LHS first. A dot A formula is getting an A cos theta. Theta will be 0 degree. Between the same vectors, the angle is 0 degree. Cos 0 degree is 1, so A into A become A square. So this is why it happens like this. Similarly, in context with the I dot I unit vector, I dot I will be equal to I square, and I square value is 1. Because magnitude of I is 1. Numerical value of I is 1. So 1 square is coming 1. Similarly, J dot J will be also 1. K dot K will be also equal to 1. Now, we can see the another property already. When A dot B equal to 0, then angle between A and B will be 90 degree. That means vector A and vector B will be normal to each other or will be perpendicular to each other. How to prove this? We'll start with the given conditions like A dot B is 0. Here we are getting AB cos theta equal to 0. A cannot be 0, B cannot be 0. Therefore, cos theta is equal to 0 or theta is equal to here at 90 degree. Therefore, theta value is coming 90 degree. What is theta? Theta is angle between A and B vector. That means A and B vector are perpendicular to each other when the dot product is 0. Similarly, if we have I dot J, so I is a vector along x axis, J is a vector along y axis. Angle between I and J is how much degree? 90 degree. Those two vectors which are inclined at 90 degree to each other are also called orthogonal vectors. So I, J, K, all the three of them are orthogonal to one another because each one is perpendicular to one another. I is perpendicular to J and J is perpendicular to K, and each one is perpendicular to one another. So I dot J answer will come 0 because the angle between them is 90 degree and cos 90 degree is 0, which makes entire thing 0. Similarly, J dot K answer is 0. K dot I again answer will be 0 because they are orthogonal vectors. Angle between them is 90 degree. So these are the three main properties of scalar product. Okay, now let us see some problems based on scalar product. First question I have given here: if A equal to this, B equal to this, then the vector A, vector B are given. You have to find A dot B. We'll do directly like this. Answer now. A dot B will be equal to, with A we will multiply everything. With 2I we are supposed to multiply here also, here also, here also. With this here also, here also, here also. With this here also, here also, here also. But we know the fact that I dot J gives 0, I dot K gives 0 because they are orthogonal vector, dot product will be 0. Only I dot I will give answer 1. So we will only multiply the same thing. Like I with I will multiply, J with J, K with K only will multiply directly. 2 4s will become 8. Multiply the sign also. Plus plus is plus. 3 2s are 6. 4 is 1, so 4. Answer is coming now. 18 units. Finished. It doesn't have direction, it will come only in the form of magnitude. This is the answer. Direct answer. Similarly, I have given another question here. If A equal to this, B equal to this, question says prove that A and B are orthogonal vectors. What is the meaning of orthogonal? Perpendicular vectors. We have to show that A and B are perpendicular to each other. How do we show? Perpendicular means dot product between them must be 0. So I will be taking dot product between them. And dot product answer must come 0. If it comes 0, then they will be perpendicular. How to find dot product? Same way we have done over here, we will do the same way. 3 2s are multiply 6. This and this multiply the sign also. Minus plus minus. 4 3s are 12. 6 1s are 6. What is the answer? 6 plus 6 12 minus 12. The answer is 0. This confirms when the dot product comes 0, so they will be perpendicular. Therefore, we will be writing therefore A is perpendicular to B. That means they are orthogonal. Proved. Similarly, I have given another question. If A equal to 2I plus 3J plus K and B is equal to 2I minus 3J plus XK, X times of K, are perpendicular to each other, find the value of X. Already they are seeing that these two vectors are perpendicular. We will be writing a since answer. Since A is perpendicular to B, Therefore, A dot B must be equal to 0. Let us take A dot B value. Continuation I am doing over here. Let us find A dot B. 2 2 becomes 4. 3 into minus 3 become minus 9. 1 into x become x must be equal to 0. Because dot product it must be equal to 0. I have taken the dot product directly. I multiplied with I only. J thing multiplied with j. K's coefficient will be multiplied with the coefficient of k. What is the answer coming? Minus 5 will go that side. That means x value is coming 5. Is the answer. When we put value of x is equal to 5 and take the dot product between them, the answer will come definitely 0. And that means they will be perpendicular or they will be orthogonal vectors. So these type of problems you can expect from the dot or the scalar product. Okay, here is another problem on the dot product is like this. Given a equal to 2i plus 4j plus k and b equal to 2i plus 3j plus k, these two vectors are given and question is asking find the angle between them. To find the angle between the two vectors, I will use the formula this one now. A dot b is equal to, let us use the formula ab cos theta. We will find the value of theta. Let us find A dot B. Let us take A dot product between these two vectors. Like previous case I had done, so same way we do now. 2 2s have become 4 plus 4 3s have becomes 12. 1 into 1 becomes 1 equal to, we have to find the value of theta. So A, what is the meaning of A? A is magnitude of vector A. And previously I taught how to find the magnitude of vector A. Square of this is square of this is square. That is in a bit Pythagoras theorem. 2 square, 4 square plus 1 square. Magnitude of vector B. Same way, so 2 square plus 3 square plus 1 square. And cos theta will keep as it is. Now we will take the answer of this now. 13 plus 4 is becoming 17. Out here the answer is coming 16 plus root 21. Here the answer is coming 14 cos theta. Therefore, we will add 17 by root of this answer. 21 into 14 we will add together is equal to cos theta. We will calculate the value of this using calculator. In decimal place we will find and then take the value of theta. That is cos inverse of this will do. We will find the value of theta. Cos inverse of 17 divided by 21 into 14, and you can use calculator and find the answer. The answer will come something degree, so that is answer. If question asks you find the angle between any two vectors, we will be using the dot product formula and then finding. So take one question for your homework. Given A equal to 2i minus j plus k and b equal to 3i plus 4j plus 2k, find angle between, find the angle between A and B. This question we will try exactly in the same manner as I have done. Okay, thank you. Today we are doing this much. Tomorrow or the next day we will be doing the properties of vector product, that is cross product properties we discussed.